Hey there, what is up guys? My name is Amir and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'll be talking about different ways of working with Azure Data Factory. The best way to actually refer is to visit the Microsoft documentation. I will be providing the link in the description. So before spending any more time, let's get started. So if you look at the documentation from Microsoft, you have a lot of different options on how you can interact and work on Azure Data Factory. That starts with the UI itself. And then you have the Azure CLI, PowerShell, .NET, Python, REST, and ARM template. Now looking into one of the examples, which is for Azure CLI, you can see that you can easily just create a data factory using the AZ Data Factory create command by providing the resource group and the data factory name. Once it is created, you can just show this using the show command, again followed by the resource group and the data factory name. And you have a lot of different options for creating link services and data sets. Also, once you have created this, all the other components including dataset, link services, and the pipeline, you can run the pipeline by just passing a JSON, by defining the content of the pipeline, and then using the run command to actually run the data factory pipeline. But what is the purpose of having this? What is the purpose if we can easily handle all this using the UI? And that is actually a good question. So the reason for using all these different ways and approaches to interact with data factory or to create data factory is to be able to handle your resources in a more programmable manner. Let me explain this even better. Now let's take an example. Let's think about a source which has multiple files placed into different locations, and each of these locations have different connection strings. Now to be able to ingest the data, you might try to create one pipeline, and let's say if it's not possible, you might have to create 100 pipelines for ingesting these 100 files. And creating these 100 pipelines will be time consuming. So the best way to do this is to handle this in a more programmable manner, and that's exactly where these options are going to help you a lot. You can just create a template and use the ARM template deployment, or use a Python script to deploy and create whatever resources or whatever pipelines you have. Now the other reason that comes to my mind is having different environments. So in a development life cycle of your data factory pipeline, most probably you might have 3 different environments, which will be dev, acceptance, and production. When you speak about the development environment, you can easily go to the UI and create a data factory pipeline. But over time, if you have to deploy these components to acceptance and to production, you have 2 options. One of them is to directly go to the UI and create a data factory, which is not a standard way of doing it. So in order to handle such scenarios, what you can do is you can create an ARM template or generate an ARM template from your dev environment. This ARM template will be helped in defining the resource, the data factory itself, and you can use this ARM template and then use the ARM template deployment or the PowerShell script to deploy this ARM template. And this ARM template will then again be deployed to acceptance and production by configuring the ARM template parameters. This will make things really easier for you, and you do not really have to manage a lot of things when it comes to environment. And also, if the number of pipelines, there are a lot of pipelines and you're just doing redundant tasks. So hope you like this video. If you want more such video, do subscribe to my channel and hit the thumbs up button if you like this video. I'll be posting my updates on Twitter. If you have questions, you can directly reach out to me on Twitter. Also, commenting will be a best option. I'll definitely try to respond as soon as possible, and talk to you guys in the next one.